lazy and just losing motivation and not feeling like it, right? So the problem, how motivation works is like a battery that runs out, and this battery gets charged again each time you hit some success. Okay, so if you've been doing the old way of fasting, which is like waiting 3 months or 4 months or not really thinking about it and just fasting and expecting one day to wake up and be shredded, and you don't see this day in day out, at some point this battery runs out, right? And there's nothing to do about that. Just lost motivation because you're not seeing the results. Now think about, and that's what I do in this graph. Like you start with a full bar of motivation, you wait 9 months, motivation runs out. Now think about waiting just 2 weeks. Your motivation tank gets lower. Now there are two cases here, two possibilities. One is success. Okay, so let's say you do lose the fat that you've been expecting to. So what does that make you? Fully motivated. Once you start seeing results, you get addicted to it. Okay, so best case scenario, you hit success from the get-go, and now you're fully motivated to keep going. Just 2 weeks. In just 2 weeks. Okay, now worst case scenario, you don't see results. Okay, so motivation, yes, runs out, but not completely. You don't deplete your motivation, right? So just lose some motivation, but you still have a ton of motivation to go around. Now, two scenarios here. You either succeed, lose the fat in the second try, so you get fully motivated, or you fail again, so you lose a little bit more motivation. But just because the feedback loop is 2 weeks instead of 3 months, that's the benefit of the triple F method. You get to try a ton of times until you can lose your motivation totally, right? So with the old way I was doing things, it was I had only one try, which was like 9 months or a year of trying to lose the fat. If that didn't work out, I'd lose motivation for like a month or 2 or even a year, and then I'd try again. But with the new way I'm doing things, it only takes 2 weeks, so you get to have multiple goes at it and try it multiple times until you totally lose motivation. And from experience, it only takes 1 or 2 iterations, 1 or 2 feedback loops until we hit the holy grail of fat loss for you, because it's different for everybody. But even failing 10 times, it doesn't really happen that often. With me, we get it right from the get-go, or even if we don't get it right from the get-go, we get it right after 2 or maximum 4 weeks. And then it gets so easy because we find out exactly what works for you, and you just have to keep doing that, which is, as I said, not some drastic change, and you get lean. So if you want to get coached by me, feel free to book the call below. We'll see if you're a great fit, and we'll talk there. Because you don't have unlimited motivation, your motivation is finite, so you have to be careful of what you do and where you're using your motivation gas. So if you want to do it right from the get-go, just book the call below. Okay, so let's go over to the next one, which is how to fast to get lean without living in the gym. Let's go over that one. So let's go over the number 4 step, which is how to get lean without living in